This JV lacrosse practice might not seem like a big deal, but for Keio Academy senior Chris Jinno, this is the product of 2 years of hard work. Jinno has built a lacrosse program from scratch here at Keio, an all-Japanese school in Purchase, New York. Jinno's dream began in 2008 when he wandered over to a Manhattanville College men's game. He became so enamored by lacrosse that he raced back to his dorm room to watch YouTube videos of the sport.
I guess like the full contact and like wearing the helmets and the gloves and the pads was something different because I grew up in Japan playing soccer, baseball, and stuff like that. So I wasn't into much full contact sports, but yeah, that part was really appealing to me.
A sophomore at the time, Jinno bought a lacrosse stick that weekend. He urged his friends to play as well, and a small group began regularly tossing around a lacrosse ball. At Japanese schools like Keio, athletes typically play one sport year-round. That's made it even tougher for Jinno to attract players to a sport many had never even heard of.
No one knew what lacrosse was in the first place, so they weren't that into it first.
It's a really violent but really fun sport. It's really fast-paced, and he showed me some videos, and I thought I'd want to play.
A lot of it was with the help of my friends. They called other friends, and those friends called other friends, and they just held the stick, and they fell in love with the sport, I guess.
They're out here nonstop. After I leave, they're still here practicing, so there's no problem in terms of getting them ready to practice.
Jinno wasn't content just playing catch. 2 years ago, he recruited enough players and was able to obtain enough equipment to start a club team. As a junior, he convinced Keio Academy administrators to make lacrosse a JV sport.
Definitely, that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, you know, making something from scratch. Like, no one's done it before at this school. People, I guess, don't like to start new things because it's, you know, they're kind of afraid they might fail and stuff, but then I just kept pushing hard. I pushed a lot of people to do it. I pushed the guys to practice hard, and eventually everyone told us we're okay to play.
Jinno was a part player, part coach for nearly 2 years. He taught the team drills and plays based on books he'd read or videos he watched obsessively on YouTube.
I kind of read books and watch a lot of YouTube videos, like how to play, how to throw a ball, how to shoot and stuff. And I try to teach the guys that by, yeah, what I learned on YouTube, I guess.
Keio went 9-2 as a JV last season. This spring, the school brought in a new coach, former Harrison standout and Manhattanville lacrosse captain Dan Hannon.
Well, I've seen them practice around while I was playing last year at Manhattanville, so I know that they're an up-and-coming program. And honestly, I'd rather be a coach for an up-and-coming program than an already established one to hopefully help build that program.
With a new coach and support from the school, Keio's goal is to field a varsity program next season.
Talent-wise, I think we do have enough talent to play varsity, but I don't think we have the numbers this year. So hopefully I'll be able to, you know, show the rest of the school that it's a fun sport and get some other kids out here next year.
The Keio players communicate almost entirely in Japanese on the field. There's graba,
Ground ball.
shikari,
Try harder.
karashite,
Speak up.
and of course, goal.
Goal.
They all speak fairly good English. Chris and a lot of the older guys speak fluent English, so whatever the younger guys don't understand, they can communicate that to them.
Jinno is shy about discussing his role in creating the Keio lacrosse program. Those around the school, though, insist he deserves all the credit.
He's like a captain, and he created the lacrosse club, so everybody looks up to him.
He started the program. He's got a lot of power on the team, and basically made it easy for me in terms of you know, getting to know everybody.
He's been a big part of lacrosse. I mean, he's done everything with getting coaches and managers and all that.
So I'll have to speak to everyone else to talk good about you, right? You don't want to talk about yourself?
I don't know. One thing I will not lose on the face-off. Yeah, I will not lose a face-off. That's one thing I'm very proud of.
Reporting from Purchase, New York, for MSG Varsity, I'm Kevin Devaney Jr.